Good morning, children. I will start with the next organ of excretory system. I told you system means group of organs carrying one common function. So excretory system consists of different organs carrying the function of excretion. First organ I explained you, kidney, its internal structures, then the supply of blood vessels. In detail we have done. The second structure is ureters. Now what are ureters? See the diagram. These are bean-shaped kidneys. From each kidney runs a long whitish tube-like structure from the kidney to the urinary bladder. These long tube-like structures, which is about 10 to 12 inches in length and less than a half an inch in diameter. These are ureter. This is right ureter, this is left ureter. Function of ureter is to carry the urine formed in the kidney and carry it along with in its tube and transport it to the urinary bladder. Now you'll find this ureter at see the longitudinal section. This is the ureter. This ureter at its anterior end, uppermost end, it extends into the kidney through the hilum and becomes broad funnel shaped. This whole white part is the funnel shaped broad part of ureter, and this part, its anterior part, is called pelvis. Then this broader part then becomes narrow and moves out of the kidney in the form of a long tube. And this broader funnel shaped part is called as renal pelvis. So these ureters extend from kidneys to the posterior surface of urinary bladder. The upper end of each ureter enters the kidney of its side. In the kidney it expands, forming a funnel shaped basin like structure called renal pelvis. Then the ureters, they enter the urinary bladder in oblique tunnels, like making an oblique tunnels like structure, thus making an oblique tunnel. That is, the ureter is not running straight, it becomes oblique and enters into the urinary bladder, slightly turned upward this way. It is running straight. As it enters, its mouth is lifted upward. This structure acts as a valve for the ureters and thus helps in the backward flow of urine. When the urinary bladder is loaded with urine, and the urinary bladder, when contracts to expel out the urine from its bladder to outside, then the urine may not flow back into the ureter. So this oblique structure, like tunnel shaped, prevents the backflow of urine into the ureter. The ureters enter the bladder through oblique tunnels that function as valves. It prevents the backflow of urine into the ureters during bladder contraction. Ureters carry urine from the kidneys to urinary bladder. This is its function. Next organ of excretory system is urinary bladder. It is a pear-shaped, highly distensible means highly expansible, flexible, can expand and contract, and act as a reservoir, and is present in the pelvic region, that is lower abdominal cavity, pelvic region of our human body. In the urinary bladder are present 3 openings are there. 2 openings are of the ureters and 1 opening is of the urinary bladder into a long short tube like structure called urethra. The urinary bladder, its function is that it stores urine temporarily. Now, the opening of urinary bladder to the outside tube, urethra, this opening is being guarded by round circular muscles, a band of round circular muscles called sphincter muscles. This not these balloon like structures, it is here the circular muscles called sphincter muscles. These circular muscles which make this sphincter muscle, they remain in contracted stage and the bladder is closed. There the opening is closed. Then when the urine has to be passed out, then these circular muscles of sphincter muscle will relax, and the circular muscles when relaxed will open the opening between the urinary bladder and urethra, and the urine can pass from the urinary bladder to urethra, then to outside. Because the urine is never passed from the urinary bladder, it is not directly passed outside. It has to travel to be passed into a narrow tube like structure called urethra, and then it is being passed out. So this is about urinary bladder. The urinary bladder, it acts as a reservoir for urine. I told you temporarily it stores and before it leaves the body, and can hold about 0.5 to 1 liter of urine, and it also expels urine from the body. Next organ comes urethra. The urethra is a narrow tube leading from the floor, means from the base of the urinary bladder to the exterior part. In female, it is 3 to 4 centimeter long and it opens directly outside. But in males, when I'll teach you the reproductive system, then in detail we will do these structures. In males, from the urinary bladder, the urethra which starts from the base of the urinary bladder will run into the penis of the male, and then at the tip of the penis there is a very small opening, which is the opening of urethra, through which the urine as well as semen is the sperms with the fluid containing sperms is passed out of the male body. So in male, urethra is 18 to 20 centimeter long tube. It extends, that is, it runs from urinary bladder through the penis and opens to the outside as an orifice, means the opening or mouth like structure at the tip of the penis. The female urethra serves as a passageway for urine only, whereas in males it serves as a passage of semen as well as urine. So what is semen? It is the sperms with the milky fluid. The collection of sperm and the milky fluid is called as semen. So this urethra is responsible to pass both these from it, whereas in female only urine is passed out through the urethra. Now we will come to the physiology of excretion. That is the process of excretion we will study. The physiology or the functional process of excretion can be studied in 2 steps. First is the formation of urine, which is a chemical step, and second is the formation of urea. First step is the formation of urea, and the second step is formation of urine, which includes the mechanical steps. The formation of urea, I explained you when I started with the chapter, that the liver is responsible to form urea. Excess of amino acids, when is accumulated in our body, cannot be stored after digestion. When proteins are digested, it is broken down into amino acid. If the amino acids are in excess, it cannot be stored in the body cells or in the liver cells. So the liver cells will break down this amino acid. This process is called deamination, and this amino acid, when it is broken down into a highly toxic nitrogenous compound called ammonia. Immediately ammonia will combine with carbon dioxide and will form urea, which is also toxic and has to be eliminated out of the body. So this is how the urea is formed. Then the formation of urine, it takes place, the 3 steps are involved in it. So I have to take all these steps together. So I will be explaining you that in my next video. Go through all the videos till now and come out with the problems if you have any. Thank you.